Hello, today is Friday, June 26, 2020. It's that fake foster sister Joni and Stankola from the Stankin' Craft family. Their criminal, illegal, satanic birthday. You know, like as if I'm supposed to be punished just because it's your birthday. Excuse me. So, see, it was around 9:37 or something around there last night when they had me banned from Twitter. And so now it's 9:12, and now they're saying I have to wait an hour and 4 more minutes. You know, so between last night and this morning, I think I went to bed. It was after 10:45, almost 11 o'clock when I went to bed, and I'm so sorry. If my diet was better, I wouldn't have this problem. Because not enough money, but it's like I wonder, some of the rich, proper people, they can eat super nutritious. They can afford to eat super nutritious every meal. And they're happy about life. They go jogging and running and stuff like that. They can travel the world, while us poor folks, stuck in one area, and like a lot of poor people are stuck in one area and don't even have, the transportation or the money to even just go visit across town. Some people have it like that, So anyway, last night I went to bed. I think I woke up around 1 something and used the bathroom, then 2 something and used the bathroom. I'm not sure. Maybe 3 something, I don't know. But I woke up at 4 o'clock and could not go back to sleep, and had for at least 3 hours heavy pressure on my chest, and having this just fear that I'm gonna end up as I had this fear, and something felt like as if it was coming on, like with my Tourette's, but this fear, it felt like it was coming on for me to have an all-out seizure. I was like really scared, and it's like I was laying there and couldn't sleep. I was laying there with my eyes closed trying to sleep and just couldn't sleep for anything in the world. I don't know why. And I still have that deprived feeling and some pressure on my chest, and it's been feel like as if my heart is deprived of oxygen. A lot of times I feel like my brain is deprived of oxygen. It really scares me. But when I was in Pensacola, like after I left the other hotel in Pensacola, the $35 hotel in Pensacola, but you had to stay there at least 7 days. That's how they operate. Even the trash motel that I had the altercation with that guy, because, I think he looked like he's younger than me. It's like it's like you had to have stayed there at least 7 days in order to get that $35 benefit or something like that. I think that's how that went with that one too, but definitely the one in Pensacola. So, the extended stay hotels, that's how they operate. You have to stay at least a week in order to get the low price. But at the same time, they're trashy. And somebody suggested an extended stay hotel here in Mobile, but it was somebody from YouTube looked online, and it had the extended stay place, and I read the reviews. And I still feel psychologically and mentally traumatized by what that guy did to me. You know, I mean, some people say, "Oh, he gonna get his," but you know, I think he should be locked up in jail or prison for doing that. You know, that it seems like it's okay for a business to steal from you, but you can't steal from a business because they're, I guess, I don't know if it's true or not, but some people say if you get an incorporation, even if you get LLC behind your business, that's supposedly mean you sell out or something. That means you sold out. And I know people will make sure they're watching you, and if you try to sell something, have your own business running without an LLC, they refuse to buy from you, and they'll snitch you out too. You know, it's like, and then people be like, well, the government want their cut too, they want their check too. I'm like, it's none of theirs. It's none of theirs. It's none of theirs. You know that they want theirs. Yeah, narcissistic abusers in this narcissistic government. Yeah. Like the foster mom had everything of my possession. The foster mom and the gay brother Mark act like that too. Like as if everything that belongs to me, they'll declare that it doesn't belong to me and that it belongs to them. So, it's like, nowadays, you have to be a sellout in order to run your own business. And you have to already have money, you know. And then some people say with the black celebrities, you know, when it comes to black people that's famous, that when they, a lot of people say them, but I never heard it about white people. It could be them too, but I heard that, like, people try to say Whitney Houston with her high fame and Michael Jackson and their high fame. And I heard people say about Aaliyah too, that, like, they try to say that Aaliyah was in debt, high debt or something, or they said Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston were, like, they said that Whitney Houston was in high debt to Clive Davis, and that she owed Clive Davis a whole lot of money. And they said the same thing about Aaliyah with her uncle Barry Hankerson. I've heard people say that she owed him a whole lot of money, and that's why she had to pay it back by doing more albums, plus I guess more rituals. And so, you know how she was forced from a child into this contract, and a lot of other stars, or the parents forced them into this contract. And then when they try to become an adult and make their own decisions, they're still locked in, and it's really fucked up. You know, makes me think of how the foster mom had it set up for me to be on Social Security and SSI, and not Social Security doesn't want me to accept but I'm rebelling against Social Security and say fuck Social Security. You know, it's like as if I'm in, like as if I can't just break away from Social Security, and if I do, they'll declare me as not disabled, and then want me to pay back every penny, and which is impossible. That they want me to. I never wanted Social Security and SSI in the first place. I always wanted to work, and I didn't realize the foster mom did all this just so she can steal my back paycheck. Cause you know, And it seemed like through psychiatry and the mental health, they made me more mentally disabled over the years. You know, but, you know, you see me walk around, like sometimes my hand will be like this. You know, or some people will say some of my movements seem retarded or slow. You know, I mean, and then people, they'll get an attitude and lie or falsely assume that they falsely assume that I'm lying about my strokes just to get sympathy from people, which I'm not. I'm telling the truth. You know, and shucks. Just like my mentally slow, crazy biological family and a fake foster family, they prophesized my homelessness and, you know, set everything in place to ensure that I stay poor and homeless. And then falsely accused me of wanting to be homeless and other professed targeted individuals too have said that, falsely accused me of wanting to be homeless on purpose just so people can feel sorry for me, which is not true. I mean, I've told y'all all those moments when I try to get this job and try to get that job and didn't get hired and stuff like that. I mean, if y'all want me to work, well, how about you go call up Sammy Barker's restaurant in Pensacola and ask him why he didn't hire me. Go to call up Melba's in New Orleans on Elysian Fields and ask why they didn't hire me. There's tons of them. You can ask why they didn't hire me. And it's like they want to ask you all these nosy questions that have nothing to do with your work during your job. I mean, during the interview, they want to ask you about your personal life, like as if they're doing a psychosocial on you or something like that. And so, even with temp jobs, you can't get selected for the job because you have like a certain personality profile that they don't agree with, you know. So, but anyway, I kind of got off topic and just rambling on, you know. But yeah, with the Social Security, they want me to, not now, but I tried to get away from them in 2018 because of the situation that happened. That's another video right there. I think I may have talked about it on my other channel, but, you know, my other channel got deleted. So, now, you know, I didn't ask to be on Social Security and SSI, and I never did. I never wanted, but the foster mom and the fake social worker fought for it. So the foster mom could be taking all my checks and stuff. And then the foster mom gave me the silent treatment and was mad at me because I broke away and tried to get independent and get on my own. She tried to block me and didn't want me to go move on my own to New Orleans Towers, but she let my twin sister go move on her own. But when it come to me, I was not allowed to go and move on my own, and I was 19 years old. And she tried to bully, harass, and threaten me, telling me that I live in a drug. It was a place for disabled and homeless. And so she tried to tell me I deserve to get shot and killed, and that's a place of drugs and prostitution. It's a place, I meant to say it was elderly and disabled. That's what I meant to say, elderly and disabled. The New Orleans Towers was for elderly and disabled. And it was kind of easy to get in, too. The vocal rehab counselor, before she turned against me, she got me into New Orleans Towers. But nowadays, you know, the vocal rehab counselors perp you and try to block you from any help. You better ask that Kanisha Simmons Moultrie lady back in Pensacola from last year. That's I think she was Delta Sigma Theta. You know what Delta Sigma Theta is? One of those sororities that's part of the Black Boule Freemasonry. So I don't have any proof of her being part of the Order of the Eastern Star or anything like that. But why the hell would a lady black as that chair over there, or black as my phone, or black as tar, try to prevent you? You know, I mean, people always want to cry about black oppression. Yes, I see George Floyd plastered all over the place. I mean, you know how they said when you die, you can't take anything with you when you die. So George Floyd, everybody's raising so much money for filthy amount of money for him and his family, and he can have like 800 funerals and stuff like that. I mean, when Kobe Bryant, it's like George Floyd he's getting more recognition and more media attention than Kobe Bryant and his daughter. And I know there's an agenda behind why this is, but you know, and then a few other people, it's like, I was looking, you know, they had the news, the TV that damn loud downstairs that, you know, it's like I was looking and, it's like they ramping it up. I mean, the only reason why, it's like because George Floyd is blown up in the media, but they have black people who die every day, people who suffer every day or get killed every day. But this George Floyd person, some people say he died 3 years ago and this is a psyop. So it's like, because a person is famous and blown up all over the place, you know, the poor people without question, even the so-called Christians who chase after everything that's famous, and so-called churches, these black churches that chase everything after the world instead of after Christ, you know, they, you know, it's like they feed into the agenda too and attack and persecute you for knowing too much or telling the truth. But it's like, even no matter what color or race you are, it seems like they keep giving the rich people more money. If Vanessa Bryant is worth, or if she has over $500 million, why the hell people keep giving her money? You know, some people call her out on what she is by calling her greedy and money hungry and stuff like that and can't have enough. But other people, you know, it's like they're more than glad to feel sympathy for her because she's associated with rich and famous. Guess what? I lost relatives too. Nobody was there to help me when I lost my parents or when I lost my cousin. But because Vanessa and them associated with Freemasonry and the occult and everything, people just keep giving the rich free stuff and more money. I heard that when B2K, when they were famous, they can walk in and go get free McDonald's. People would give them free McDonald's. But what poor homeless person have they given free McDonald's to? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I mean, I bet you some of these celebrities and stuff, when they can go stay in hotels for free, they can rent free cars for their music video and stuff. But some people say that celebrities are not really rich like that, and it's just an illusion of rich with borrowed money. But at the same time, they owe a high amount of debt. I don't know about all that, but it's like you keep giving the rich more money. Like you keep donating. You know, you without blindly, without question, you'll be willing to donate more money to Joel Osteen and Creflo Dollar. What's that that lady's name? Joyce Meyer. And they're faking little books that they're lying to y'all, deceiving y'all. And you bastards would rather go broke and homeless just to bend over for these liars and deceivers. When somebody else, not even necessarily myself, other poor and homeless too, or not even necessarily poor and homeless, sick people, or other people who are under heavy mind control who are poor and, you know, need help, you dismiss everybody as crazy or something wrong with you, or, you know, but then, you know, you're just not gonna, you know, help somebody who ain't famous. I mean, people who are already famous, you keep giving them more money without question, and you're glad to do it. But when it comes to somebody that's poor and ain't got nothing, oh, she crazy. don't nobody care about her. I've been hearing that from a child. Don't nobody care about you. So, within an hour and a half, I had to be checking out of here and back on the streets and struggling for food too. So, I'll, see y'all then.